and TV show recaps. We review and read them too, as long as they're black. Brian and Lamar hosting the show. Remain unbiased in case you don't know. Now you know. The number one show is out to the imagination. If you don't know, now you know.
Disclaimer: no matter if we liked your movie, liked your show, or hated the show, or hated your movie, doesn't matter. We respect you, shout outs to you, and we support you. And we try to get everybody else to support you like we support you. Black on Black Prime, we stand on what we say, though.
And just like always, if you didn't ask for our opinion, we didn't ask you to listen to it. So, sorry.
Click and turn it off. Yo,
Fight night.
we are back with the hottest show on TV right now. Fight Night. Kevin Hart, Samuel Jackson.
Big Bear Wolf, bitch.
Like what? Oh man, I didn't know that. You know what's funny? I didn't know that was David Banner until I know, of course, like the last episode, but I think in the beginning when I just saw his picture or whatever when they were showing all the criminals, I didn't notice because it's like I'm used to him having the gray beard and shit now.
Yeah,
He look a little bit thinner, so I'm just like, oh shit.
yeah. Hey, you know what? I want a full movie, a full buddy cop movie of Kevin Hart and Don Cheadle. Them niggas together is like incredible to me.
That was a good little that scene when they were at the door and they were just like, is that Miss Henry? Miss Henry?
Miss Henry?
How you know Miss Henry? Like, man, she used to make the best sweet tea. They get the car, they were just like, man, that sweet tea tastes like sugar with piss in it.
No, when the girl was like, she was like, yeah, he was fine. The girl was describing what's his name, Melvin Gregg. She was like, oh, he was fine. That nigga leaned up and was like, oh, you mean like me? Because she said he got to go to like you. Oh, you saying he looked like me? He was fine. Like she was like, nah.
Yeah.
I was like, he's nothing like you. Yeah. That nigga said, no, you writing that down? That nigga said, I'm just writing down the opposite of you.
That shit was funny. I get what you're saying on that one. That would be funny because they did have some good little back and forth dialogue.
Yeah.
And not to mention that viral moment of the damn, they said his age.
Yeah.
Like they already got that relationship. So I think that would be dope.
That would be dope as fuck. But anyways, this episode starts with we see Taraji. That's what we started, right? With the Taraji coming to Samuel Jackson. Where does it start at?
Like I don't remember exactly how it started, but I do remember that what's it called? It was David Banner's character, and he was in Samuel Jackson's office or whatever. It was just like, and then he moved out the way, and the Taraji was sitting right there.
Because Samuel Jackson was like, didn't I tell you to take your ass home? He was like, but I brought you a present.
He's like, where's it at? Just sitting there or whatever. But yeah, that's how much I remember as far as like the beginning goes. It could have been.
Oh no. The beginning is Don Cheadle calling the lady about her son being dead.
That's right. Yeah. That's definitely how it happened. And it's like you don't hear the lady, you just know that she's going crazy because her son committed suicide.
Right. And then after that we get the investigate. Wait. So the investigation starts there, right?
Talking about on the son?
No, because okay, so Chicken Man watching the news, I think.
Well, no. This is what happened. It's two random niggas fishing, and then they
yes.
Silky, Silky's like floating in the water, and that's when Kevin Hart is in the hotel, whatever, talking with his woman, and he's telling her he got a plan, this, that, and the other, and they see that Silky is, he's been murdered. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? So he was like, man, I got a plan.
Mm-hmm.
He ends up meeting up with Don Cheadle he calls
He
Don
called
Cheadle
him. He called him.
to make like, a meetup or whatever for them to like work together.
Right.
To try to like, I mean, that's really his only play. You know what I mean? It's just
Like he's running out of options, and then he was saying like I couldn't find Silk this whole time, and now he's in the fucking water. So he calls Don Cheeto. Don Cheeto meets with him, and he's saying Silky's real name the whole time. But then at the end of it, he said something like, "Damn, they killed Silky," and then that's when Don Cheeto was like, he's like, "What you say his name was?" He's like,
yeah,
"Silky." So Don Cheeto remembers interviewing the girls when the girls said Silky. They was like, "We got invited to the party by Silky."
yeah.
So that's when they go to the girl's house. I don't know how Don Cheadle got the address, but he goes to the girl's house, and then he finds out the girl's like underage because the mom opens the door.
Right.
Yeah, she like, "What the hell you mean?" She was at her friend's house. And what she say? She said something about a dirty ass party or something. That nigga was like, actually, Kevin Hart leaned up like, actually, it's heard it was like the Black Vegas.
Hey,
He's
hold
like,
on.
what are you talking about? He's like, this ain't the time. I just wanted to know though, just for context. Is it
Hey,
was
hold on
great
one
part.
second. Hold on one second.
So yeah, so that's when they're interviewing the young girl, and the girl's telling them about the invite to the party and all of this, and then we get the the Henrietta Ice-T or whatever.
Right.
So past that scene, I think that's where we get the this episode seemed like it happened hella fast.
I think it's just a good show. So when, I mean, before I knew it, it was like, damn, it was 5 minutes left or whatever. So it's just like, it was just a lot going on, but a lot did happen in this episode. It's
Yeah.
just, because if you think about it, it went from the buddy cop thing with Kevin Hart and Don Cheadle. Then you had that situation where the little boy, one of the robbers, like, I guess he's getting beat on by the landlord.
That was cold.
And them, as I guess they're not his brothers or nothing like that, but his robber friends that he's with, they go with him and help him out. You know what I mean?
I like when they do that. So cause like you said, he shows up to the new stash house. They like, we told you don't bring your ass over here.
Yeah.
And he like, I need somewhere to stay because the landlord we can't pay the rent. And then what's his name sees the bruise on his face. And light skinned dude's kind of like, because the dark dude robber was like, we'll handle this tomorrow. And light skinned dude was like, no, we'll handle this shit right now.
Yeah, he was like, we're supposed to be laying low.
Yeah, I like because when scenes like this happen, I'll always go back to Chris in The Wire when he was talking to what's his name, and he was like deal with his stepdaddy basically.
Right.
And he's like, it's like they don't say shit, but they say enough to where he just like put it together in his head, and they don't show his past, but you could tell like
he
must
got
have dealt with this
touched
shit.
on too. Yeah.
It's some shit like that. So it's like when he shows up, and it's funny because how they played it out, like they show up to the landlord, he makes the boy knock on the door. The boy knocks on the door, dude come out just talking shit. And he just sitting on the car. I'm like, he brought him over here to get his ass whooped again. This is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So he just sitting there letting them talk. And then the dude said something like, yeah, back up. And he said something like, yeah, how I be fucking your mama or something like that.
Wild.
Crazy to say to a fucking kid. He's like, I'll beat your ass again. And then he said something about fucking his mama. So that's when dude got up. He's like, hey, man, hold up. Because he's about to go in the house. He was like, what'd you say about his mama again?
Hell yeah.
I'll be fucking the shit out that bitch. And he just like start whooping his ass.
Yeah. I thought this would kill that nigga.
Yeah.
He put out the gun. I was like, oh, he shot the nigga too, but he shot him.
So he beats his ass. He tell the boy, get your licks in. Nigga, I'd have been
stomping that nigga.
Stomp the shit out that nigga.
I'd have put that nigga out. Man, what? Because you could tell it's almost like he's trying to build the young boy to be like kind of like him or whatever. It's like, man, fuck all that. Because the young boy at first he was about to walk away. He was like, nah, get your licks in. And boy, he was getting angrier and angrier with each kick.
It's funny because in the background somebody was like, about goddamn time.
Exactly.
So you can tell this landlord don't nobody fuck with him.
Right. Until they shot him, everybody was sitting there while letting it happen.
Hey, the boy was about to run too. He grabbed him and said, what the hell are you about to go? He was like, look around. He was like, anybody gonna say something? Ain't nobody gonna say shit. Yeah. Like, what the fuck you running for?
I think that's gonna be what's gonna get them caught up.
Nah, I don't think. I think that scene was what it was.
Only reason why I said that because I feel like all the robbers and everybody involved is getting caught like one by one, right? Like so, they got what's his name, Melvin Gregg first, because Melvin Gregg is just a loud nigga. You know what I mean?
No, we ain't gonna skip past everything that happened with Melvin Gregg though. I don't want to just jump to that.
No. I ain't saying that. I was about to get into it. Like when they show him with this big girl, This nigga, he's living off into the boonies with some girl or whatever. And he gives her one of the bracelets from the robbery.
Dumb as fuck. Before
Hella
that
wild.
though, rewind that. His uncle shows up like, nigga, it's a bounty on your fucking head. You need to leave today. And then nigga Melvin Gray like, no, I gotta wait a couple days for this money to get back. Like they fencing the jury. He's like,
Yeah.
no, nigga, tonight. Like if you here tomorrow, I'm gonna kill you myself.
Yeah, and they gave him a ticket to Houston.
So this is what is fucked up. So it's like, so they're having the one-on-one, him and his uncle. His uncle leaves, then the girl comes out like, I'll go with you. Right when she said that, I was like, oh, she heard everything.
Yeah, he was just like,
Like she heard everything. She about to tell on everything.
She was like, nah, baby, close your eyes. They gave her
I got something for you.
They gave her a stolen bracelet. And then she was just like, nigga, I know I'm one of your side dishes or whatever like that. It was like, well, bitch, go on in. And then he dip off. And it was like, in his mind, he was like, I'm about to just get my cut and dip. So it was like, he go
anybody that knows when a woman is scorned like that and mad, and it's like they'll do anything to you out of the passion and the love for you.
I was hot because there was really no reason for her to go tell like them niggas that.
I knew it was coming though. So I knew it was coming from when she walked out and she heard everything. Like you could tell she heard everything the uncle said. Because she opened the door and then said, I'll go with you, which means she heard everything this nigga just told him.
Yeah, that was trash because it's like it was first she started to get a conscience after she did this shit. Like after you give
that's what women do.
Yeah, you get it, man. You giving this man the address, you telling him, yeah, I know exactly where this nigga's at. And then when he take the address, it was like, well, he didn't know about the robbery, bitch.
Think about it. So think about Eilena when she called Kane.
Oh my God.
And then when her cousin like, what are you gonna do? It's like, no, bitch, I'm about to go handle this nigga for you. It's like you already fucked up now. Because you care about it, you want to do that. You think about the wood. She like, damn, Stacey, I said just scare him. You know Stacey crazy. What the fuck are you doing? So her going to the black mob, it's like she's acting out of she's hurt.
That's a lesson for most like either like younger women in general, whatever. It's like don't send your people to go do nothing to another nigga unless it's just like it's necessary. Then that's one thing, you know what I mean. But like if that nigga didn't whoop your ass, you never know what the other nigga gonna do. Like some nigga like slapped her butt or whatever like that. Like make that shit known. I don't feel like she made that shit known. I think
if she'd have made that no, that's her brother, and you know he crazy.
Exactly. Like call somebody else. Call the cops.
Or threaten him with your brother, and then your brother never showed up because he was already scared as fuck.
Exactly. Do something else, but don't get to the point to where it's like you reaching out to people that kill people.
Yeah. Even if you call the cops on a nigga, like women do that too. I'll call the cops on you. You leave me, I'll call the cops right now, tell them you hit me. And then when the cops show up, please just let him go. Like, bitch, I'm going to jail because you lying. You playing.
Yeah. So
I knew that was gonna happen at that when she heard everything through the door.
Yeah, so once that occurred or whatever, it was like you already know that they're about to roll up on them. But before then, Kevin Hart and Don Cheadle's character like roll up on them like, hey man, you got motherfuckers on your ass, like, talk to me or whatever. Like, I just want some information for you. That nigga made them put their guns down.
Man, you skipping past some gold, man. I ain't gonna let you do it. So back at the shop, I'm tired of this.
Just saying, we jump around all the time.
You gotta get there though.
As soon as I jump around,
it's platinum because it's platinum. Normally
just fill it in. Just fill it in.
Hold on. Normally it be bullshit writing, but it was platinum writing on this motherfucker. Like normally I'd be with you, like fuck this episode, but it be platinum right in here. So when Don Cheadle and Kevin Hart go to the shop, the uncle's shop, and they're looking around, Don Cheadle lock eyes with dude, the other mechanic that's like, because the uncle like, I don't know shit, them cars don't come through here because they're looking for that specific car. Right. Then Kevin Hart finds the picture, but the whole time Don Cheadle looking like this nigga knows something, the mechanic. Mm-hmm. So they wait outside for the mechanic to leave, and he pull him over. And I just thought it was cold writing because the mechanic was like, I ain't no snitch. Yeah. And that nigga was like, all right. He was like, well, I'm gonna pull his notepad out. He's like, regardless if you talk at all, I'm still gonna be writing. I'm still gonna be nodding my head. He said, your boss gonna drive by and see me nodding my head, and they're gonna say you snitching anyway. I was like, that was genius.
It was good writing. I ain't gonna lie about that. You know what I mean?
That's the only reason. Normally I don't stop you, but they writing some genius shit in here. Like it's genius writing. I can't just bypass.
Nah.
But go ahead. What you saying?
Shit, I don't remember now. No,
you said
no, but So it's just like, so once they get to his situation or whatever, and they're trying to warn him because I got the information. It's like, so you don't even remember. I could have went backwards. I could have been like, they get to his house because they got information. You cut a nigga off, but anyway.
I'm gonna wait for you to get done, then I'm like, okay, now let's go back through that.
Yeah, Frank's men pretty much bum rushed the whole shit or whatever. Like, so they didn't really get a chance to have that conversation. And they chasing this nigga through the woods. Fucking Don Cheadle headshots old boy that came to Taraji's door. Not Taraji's door, but Chicken Man's door. Like that
Don
whole
Cheadle
team.
didn't do it, see?
Like that's their whole team.
See, Don Cheadle didn't do it.
Don Cheadle did shoot old boy.
No.
Who shot the other dude in the head?
Melvin Gregg shot him in the head. Then Don Cheadle shot the other nigga.
The other nigga. All right. Well, shit, nigga, you know what?
You let me mind my business. I'm just going to step back and wait. I'm just going to listen like you said.
Audience.
I'm just listening like you said.
Audience, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you, if I got something to say,
Hey, don't do that.
I'm going to let you narrate. Because I'll never narrate anyway. I'll just be like kind of just jumping in scenes that I like. And we be talking about it as a whole. So I'm gonna let Lamar break the whole episode down, and I'm gonna.
No, I ain't gonna do that, man. Don't do that, man. I'm just too excited about the genius writing that's happening in this show as a whole. Normally, I don't do this. Normally, I just let you flow. If we skip some, we skip some.
Hey,
but
man,
this shit is genius, man.
I agree with you. I'm gonna let you narrate. I'm gonna let you narrate. I'm gonna let you order it.
No, go ahead, keep going.
Hey man, this episode was good. Y'all like, share, subscribe. If y'all like it, let us know. Let Lamar know.
Go ahead, man.
Let Lamar know. But so pretty much after that, like you pretty much find out, you know, both of them niggas got shot except Frank's henchman ends up getting the best of Melvin Gregg. And I thought he ducked the tree, but I thought he ducked the behind the tree before he got shot, but apparently
they made it seem like that because he shot, because they shooting it's funny because me and my wife was thinking the same thing. So we got this. Well, I got this thing. I didn't know she had it too. I watch when people reload.
Mm-hmm.
So Don Cheadle, when he finally got his gun back, he shot 5 times, and I'm like, now if this nigga shoot 2 more times, he full of shit because that shit only holds 6.
Right.
But he reloaded. And it the machine gun niggas, I'm like, damn, these niggas are shooting a lot. One of them, the one that Don Cheadle shoots, he reloads. But the big nigga, Lamar, he picks up the other machine gun from the guy that Melvin Gregg shot in the head, and he never reloads. He just keeps shooting.
Oh yeah, that's it, nigga. You would think he would have like a drum or something on the end of that motherfucker.
Some nigga, because he had endless bullets.
He did. So it's like once the henchman sees Don Cheadle's character, like he just dipped, like he disappears, and it's just like if I was Kevin Hart and nigga told me to go that way, I'd be like, what if that nigga is that way? I'd be like, I'd be like, yo, can I ride with you? Now I ain't walking nowhere.
I don't have nobody's gun, nigga.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know where bro at. But he was just like, yeah, go west. I was like, nigga, go west. Where's west? We in the middle of the woods. Nigga, follow the North Star.
And nigga said, go find the road. You can't be around for this. I got to call this in.
Hell no.
Police show up. Everybody races. I hated that. So the outward racist detective walks up and says, what does he say? Because Don Cheadle's like, what is he doing here? And he was like, I thought you was gonna control these niggers or some shit like that.
Yeah, he was just like, he had said whatever he said something about niggers, like niggers being out here or whatever. Because Don Cheadle was like, as soon as he sees his character, they already got a beef or whatever. You know what I mean? As soon as he sees that nigga, he's just like
here we go.
I think his name is Mason. He was just like, man, I thought you and your niggers were blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And bro, fire on him.
Don Cheadle take off on him. And then this nigga, while he's being drug away, says, I'll hang your ass from a tree.
And his fucking other racist ass, his supervisor, whatever you want to call him, lieutenant, whoever he is, whoever he is, he's racist as well. And he's just like, man, you swung on the officer in front of me. Gotta suspend.
Give me your badge and gun.
Hella trash.
Fucking garbage.
But you realize that how racist it was at that point, because he's like, you know, not the only black person in there at this point, because they got the young guy, but like he's one of the first, and he ain't being treated fairly. So at this point, we already know he about to go rogue.
I think that gives me excitement for what they're about to do with the script now. Because he's not part of the force. Now he's gonna act alone. Because he ain't letting this shit go.
Nah, I think that at this point, well, I mean, Kevin Hart we found out what happened to Kevin Hart or whatever at the end, but he's invested, you know what I mean? So at this point, he's gonna try to figure it out. He's gonna still try to correct the case.
Right.
However
Also,
and if anything, he's gonna try to save the black, like pretty much any black person he can save, he's gonna try. Like, because at the end of the day, like the robbers, I don't think he wants to.
He don't want to kill them for sure.
He don't want to kill them. You know what I mean? He'd rather
Mm-hmm.
lock them up, you know what I mean? Or tell them shit or shit. Actually give them advice. At this point, I think shit, I just want to give y'all niggas advice to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Because y'all about to die.
And he knows that the racist cops plan is to just kill these niggas. Like, they don't give a fuck about nobody, period.
Yeah.
But so speaking of what happened to Kevin Hart, so Taraji is brought by the big bad wolf to fucking Samuel L. Jackson. And Samuel L. Jackson, you could tell at this point, he don't give a fuck if Chicken Man was part of it or not. Because Taraji flat out told him, like, he never wanted to rob you, he wanted to work from you.
Yeah.
This nigga ignored all of that and said, I'm gonna ask you to call him and I'm not gonna ask you again.
Yeah.
Because he was like something like he knows he loves her, but she don't love him, right? That's how he worded it?
Yeah.
Like, if you don't love him, then you just give him up.
Right. So at that point, you know what I mean? Like I feel like we're definitely. Is there another part before? Because it's like him and David Banner, Frank and David Banner on the porch or on the patio.
On that back the patio.
On a patio talking or whatever. And I thought there was going to be an issue right there. But then that's when he tells them, it's just like, make sure you pretty much go with her and lead us to the Chicken Man or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, y'all capture him. Oh, we skipped past Ron Rico Lee's genius scene.
That was a good scene too.
That's a great fucking scene.
Yeah, that nigga was like, I do my due diligence too. You know what I mean? He was just like, I know you was a Georgia boy. You know what I mean? He was a criminal. I don't do business with criminals.
That nigga said, that is a prime real estate right there. What is prime real estate?
Like, why you want that real estate right there?
Hey, Ron Rico Lee is good at delivering like some shicey shit, but coming off like almost like a car salesman. But he's the mayor. It's like you could tell this nigga's just shicey because that nigga was like, we can't do business with a drug dealer.
Yeah.
That nigga was like, you understand that, right? And nigga Samuel L. Jackson like, what about them white crackers you doing all the business with? And that nigga just stood up like, you have a nice day.
This nigga chewing on a branch the whole time. It was like you could tell
that sugar cane.
Yeah, you could tell Samuel L. is gonna come back to him at some point. You gonna them two gonna meet again. It's like, this nigga got me fucked up.
Every time it lingers like that, you could tell like, oh no, he ain't finna let. Because it's funny because you brought up David Banner in that balcony scene.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Samuel L. Jackson had let everything go. Then he came up with the plan, like, yeah, y'all snatch up Chicken Man, that's it. And then David Banner was like, He was just still standing there. Thinking Samuel L. Jackson was like, is there something else? Mm-hmm. And then here go David Banner running his fucking mouth again. I'm like, nigga, he just let you live.
You ain't gonna say thank you. Just like, nigga, if you don't get the fuck out my face, nigga was like, yes, sir, boss.
Oh my God. So this is what happened. This is my prediction. And I can do that on here. I can't do it on Power because this is a good writing show. I can't fucking predict stupid ass Power, but on here, I feel like David Banner's not gonna take Chicken Man to Samuel Jackson like he's supposed to. David Banner's gonna hold Chicken Man himself and try to interrogate him. Then Chicken Man's gonna get away. And now Samuel Jackson definitely got to kill David Banner because you didn't do what the fuck I told you to do.
Yeah. Because at this point, I know he got the Chicken Man, but do you think he took Taraji with him, or you think Taraji's about to?
I don't think he left that house. I think he's gonna tie him up right there and try to investigate him himself.
Well, so okay, I'm just trying to think of like I know Frank's whole deal. Frank is just like, nigga, you gonna respect me? I don't care if you did this shit or not. At this point, all I know is it's you. What is David Banner's character like? Like, is he either as ruthless, like, I'm just gonna kill you no matter what? Does David Banner have something like? Did David Banner get taken for something?
Yes. I
know he got his money taken. So it's like, does he want that, or does he? Because at the end of the day, they all wanted him for Frank, because Frank wanted to kill him. I don't think David Banner technically wants to kill him.
No, they all want the robbers. Period.
The robbers, yeah.
So I think compared to Frank is ruthless. David Banner is reckless.
Mm,
So it's more so like you disrespected me, so by any means I'm gonna get back.
yeah.
So it ain't even about it. So he gonna question Chicken Man, and he's gonna question him as if Samuel Jackson was part of it. It's gonna be some shit like that to where it's like I'm the nigga in charge. I'm the one who's gonna get to the bottom of this because that's why he even kidnapped Taraji because it's like he like nigga I told you to leave. I went back to the house and I waited. I waited for somebody to show up. It's like you still not listening.
Yeah.
So he's not gonna bring him to Samuel. He's going to keep him there and try to interrogate him, try to torture him. But Chicken Man's gonna get away. And then now he got to explain that to Frank, who already want to kill your ass.
Yeah. I mean, I can definitely believe that Samuel is gonna take David Banner down or Samuel's henchmen because they got beef, low key.
Yeah, and he ain't listening.
Terrence Howard wasn't in this one, so it kind of make me think like, is Terrence Howard done fucking with this nigga because of what he said about his daddy?
So with good writing, Terrence Howard can't be just gone.
Not gone like ain't coming back, but like he got an attitude and he's gonna like he might not be trying to work with that nigga and work against him.
So Terrence Howard might believe Chicken Man. Terrence Howard might come back and then remember I said Don Cheadle's gonna be the one to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name? It might be Terrence Howard.
Hey,
because Terrence Howard is ruthless to a point, but it seems like Frank is just flat out ruthless.
Yeah, if that nigga in the next episode, it's definitely like, nigga, don't ever talk about my goddamn daddy, nigga.
Yeah, after he
like
kills him.
Yeah, I can see that. Definitely see that. We already know Chicken Man gonna escape some kind of way. Something's gonna happen to where he's not.
Taraji gonna help him.
Yeah, he's gonna get out. Who were those niggas walking by Chicken Man's wife's door? Do you think that they know where they are, or you think that was just people from outside?
I think that was just people that's just there at the hotel, but she's in a panic. Like she's on edge. That's why it was like anything she heard outside that door, I'm panicking. I think that's somebody coming for me.
Yeah, I never liked like even in real stories, people were like, oh, this is my home. I gotta stay here. Nigga, if you don't get your wife to wherever she was talking about, I think she said Birmingham, Alabama.
That was pissing me off.
Send her.
Let her fucking go. She said, I'm gonna go down there with my sister. We can't do that. We can't run from our home. Nigga, you stayed in. These are your kids. If you don't let her fucking leave.
Any smart woman would have left anyway. She'd have been like, shit, I'm getting in the taxi cab and we out.
You know where I'm at. Don't call over here. Don't come over here.
Exactly. It's just like, let's just get us out of harm's way because right now I have a feeling that they're going to be involved in some kind of way. You know what I mean? Like, if they can't get Chicken Man, they're going to get his family.
If you still in arm's reach, it's inevitable. Like they're going to be looking for them now because they're tired of looking for you. Once he escapes, it's like now we got to find your wife and your kids because Silky dead.
Yeah,
nigga, Taraji probably running with you. That's it. Like there's no other options. Now we got to find your wife and your kids because now we getting tired.
Yeah. What's his called? Melvin Greggs was his uncle, the dude that run the shop. How do you think it's gonna work out once he finds out that Melvin is gone?
So damn, that's crazy. So now I'm just writing it in my mind because he's gonna flip out when he finds out his nephew's dead.
Yeah, and I know for a fact he's gonna find out the nigga that was in his shop working with him snitched and told where Melvin was.
I don't think that though, because I don't think
he'd be like, nigga, he just like, nigga, did you tell him?
So I don't think so. I don't think that part.
How
is
did they find
enough. out? I don't think that part is important enough as him being like, these niggas killed my nephew.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to be part of the setup of Frank. Right now we're just putting together pieces to where how do we set up Frank for the end? Well, how do we set it up to where Frank busts in on Chicken Man and you think he about to kill Chicken Man, but Frank gets killed?
Yeah.
So it might come to him being like, I got information on those robbers because he's so mad about his nephew, he got to get back at this nigga now.
Yeah, the most I can see his character doing is taking out the henchman dude because he knows who that is because he came to his shop.
He saw his face.
Yeah, I think that's the only.
Don Cheadle also saw his face too.
Yeah, I don't think that he would take. I don't think what's it called. The uncle's gonna take out Frank though.
No, I don't think he's going to take out Frank. I'm saying he's part of the setup.
A part of the setup. Yeah. He gonna end up catching a stray though. His character not big
The
enough.
uncle?
Yeah.
His character's not big enough. You're right, but he's also not big enough to get killed.
Right. So I was like, well, I think he can. I guess that's just me. Like just seeing him every now and then or whatever, and is like the fact that he's gonna want some type of revenge. He's gonna get caught in like some type of crossfire or be in the wrong place at the wrong time trying to get information.
That could happen, but I just see him being the middleman on hey, I got word on those. I wouldn't be surprised if the robbers start working with fucking Chicken Man to take down Frank. It seems like all the attention is on taking down Frank now.
Yeah, because Frank is out here he got hits on people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like now that Don Cheadle's not working, you know what I mean? Like he don't got no alliance to, the police force, you know what I mean?
No.
So whatever he can do to stop black violence, because he looks like he's getting tired of it at the end of the day. Like he saw the kid kill himself, saw, Melvin Gregg die. You could tell that it's messing with him. So
yeah, he hates seeing black bodies. And he hates seeing these white cops who love to see this. He could tell they don't give a fuck about.
Oh yeah, they partying. They was happy high fiving in the cop building or whatever. I mean, yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the ride. We only got a few episodes left though.
Yeah, this shit is incredible, man.
I think it stopped at 8.
Yeah. No, I remember I told you last podcast it stops at 8 because that's what he said on his podcast.
Oh, so it stops at 8 for sure?
He said 8 episodes.
So yeah, 3 more episodes left. So we're gonna figure it out.
Man, like, share, subscribe, talk. Do we got comments on this? Like, share, subscribe, talk back everywhere. If you there, let us know how y'all felt about this episode.
I know people watching this shit, but I don't know if I think we got like 1 comment possibly.
That's crazy. If people ain't watching this and watching Power,
I mean,
and no disrespect to Power, but this shit is incredible, man. Like,
I think Patrice Kiddo is the only person that said something. He says, I love Pinky, but I don't know what he's saying, but he's hilarious. Mushmouth. That was the only one.
My only gripe with this show, and because I hold Clifton Powell such a high standard, is how they're using him.
Yeah,
I wish he wasn't Mushmouth. I wish he was a more prominent character because of his acting skills, in my opinion.
I think they could have made a clean swap with David Banner and Clifton Powell.
Over nigga, like when you say clean, like Pine Sol clean,
yeah.
Like, and that's not saying David Banner's doing a bad job,
not at all.
But I hold Clifton Powell high on my actors. Top 3 black actors for me is Clifton Powell, Samuel, and Don Cheadle. So I want more Clifton Powell. That's just my personal preference.
Yeah, him having to face off with Samuel Jackson on that balcony would have looked totally different. It would have been
that nigga, the line delivery in that.
He was just like, so I don't get a thank you. Like you,
because man, I don't even want to talk about it. But you are absolutely right. A clean swap, trading places, put you here.
Yeah,
man. Anyways, though.
Yeah, we'll see y'all next week.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube and Spotify and follow us on IG and TikTok.